All right.
He'll take a fireball. Broadus will take a fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah, he's doing shots.
Fireball, yeah.
Just one fireball.
Yeah, whatever.
Just one ball.
Yeah. But this morning on the stack, and we'll post this tomorrow on the stack. But
we're trying to do the new thing.
We're trying to do a new thing here.
The new thing.
You guys are doing new things?
We're doing the new thing.
We're doing new things. But on the stack with Aisha and Zach and myself, we walked through, we did a mock draft, like our own mock draft. But we were watching the mock draft as it was, and Wolchuk was running it. And we were watching how it was falling with offensive players.
Did you guys play the jingle? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do.
Just in my head.
The pick is in.
That's a great sound.
That's good.
But we got down to the Commanders at 6.
Well, the Browns at 6. Commanders are coming up next at 7.
Commanders were at 7, sorry. So the way it looked, the Commanders were going to take Downs at 7. And Zach and Aisha and I said, what if we see the way that Downs is kind of sliding a little bit and we get ahead of the Commanders and make a trade here?
Wow, you're considering him outside of the top 5 being a slide. It's not a slide at 9 and 10. It's a slide at
I think if he gets
5.
by 5 with the Giants, I'm starting to get a little bit itchy.
Okay.
See,
can we do this?
I wanted to see what this would look like if we just, instead of going back, we went forward. And forward was going to cost you the 12 and the 20.
Okay. And you can get to 6 with 12 and 20?
Yeah. And it's a big time overpay. But you get Cleveland to flip you back, pick 39.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So you're right now currently holding 2,050 in draft capital in the first round. Cleveland's first round pick at 6 is 1,600. All right, let me explain real quick. I'm looking at the trade charts here.
Jimmy's?
The Cowboys trade chart, and I'm looking to see what it's going to cost me to go up. And roughly, it's going to cost me 450 points.
So you got extra.
Yeah, so the difference between, if I go all in with 12 and 20, Cleveland's got to make up 450 points.
Solid second rounder.
Right.
Their pick, 239, is worth 510 points.
Perfect. Throwing back a 5 or something?
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking listen, you got 2 1s out of the deal. Flip me back this second round pick. So now if you're Dallas, we're talking about, I was doing a show with Voch this morning too, Voch Lombardi. We were talking about players that we probably wouldn't trade away from if we had to, say, use 12 to go get Max Crosby. Say we had to use that. Who are guys that you would not trade away from?
You're on the clock, and now you got a choice to make.
Yeah, we were thinking we probably wouldn't trade away from Reese, Ohio State edge linebacker, and we probably wouldn't trade away from Downs, the safety from Ohio State. We probably wouldn't want to give up 12, but everybody else we were pretty open to.
Wow, you're willing to move off of even if a Bain or a Bailey gets there?
For Max Crosby?
Yeah.
I was not. I had probably 6 players.
See, that's what I'm saying. 6 players seems like a lot.
Yeah, I'm banking on the rookie.
He likes his guys.
The rookie contract there. For me.
If that's the only way they can get Caleb Downs, though, and you get 39 back, I like this because I think you'll get a similar player at 39 that you would have gotten at 20. I think this is genius asset management.
See, I'm looking at it as, let's go get one of the best players in the draft.
Yeah.
But we're giving up 20, and like you said, Dawson, we got to a point where it turned into our safety from it. Well, actually, we looked at the corners.
Yep.
We looked at the corners at 39. We looked at our corner from Duke.
Chandler Rivers, the corner from Duke.
We looked at Pons, the corner from Indiana. We talked about the safety from Oregon.
Dylan Thieneman.
As well. So we were thinking you don't even have to think about the safety because you went and got Downs.
Right.
So now you're looking at Mesidor, potentially.
Edge from Miami.
R. Mason
Thomas, the edge from Oklahoma.
Exactly. and we were talking about the corners because we were interested in fixing the nickel situation.
Yes.
Is what we were doing.
And then linebacker-wise, for those that were interested,
Yeah.
Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas and Jacob Rodriguez from Tech, along with Jake Golday from Cincinnati, who's got a lot of position flexibility.
Right.
All of those were still options for you at 39.
What about edge rushers?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We were
Mesidor and R. Mason Thomas.
Matt Mesidor from Miami and Mason Thomas from hyphenated name from Oklahoma.
And there's a chance Mesidor slides because of the medical on his feet and then the fact that he's 25 years old as a rookie.
Can I interest you guys in doing this, though? I mean, are you interested in, if we can convince Cleveland, is it worth it to you to go get probably the best player on your board and then take a corner that might be in that second round range but could clearly help you, or take an edge like we were talking about with Mesidor, take him?
You think he could be there at 39?
Yeah, because of the age and the medical.
Yeah, I mean, if you were guaranteeing me a Mason Thomas or a Mesidor at 39, it would be an all-time no-brainer. And even the Rodriguez stuff, which I think is super realistic, him being there at 39, would be exciting. And I guess you'd kind of want to know where were we at with the edge stuff, maybe in free agency. Did we kind of clean that up? Because I do think edge is so extremely important, and if you're going to miss out on that, and now we're left with a fifth-round edge rusher, like, you're just not going to get much for that if Mesidor or Thomas weren't there at 39 for you.
I mean, my question to my scouts and everybody is, how sure are you that Caleb Downs is generational? Like, what is the bust potential here, and how sure are you that he's not going to be available at 12? You know, and I would bring up the list of the free agent or the first-round safeties that have been taken in the draft over the last 15 years.
Sure.
There's a lot of misses. Like, you thought Jamal Adams was a massive home run. The guy had like 4 good years in him. You know, and you got Kenny Vaccaro. You have Terrell Edmonds. You have Darnell Savage. There's a Kyle Hamilton in there, 2022. Malachi Starks last year, 27th overall, but they're just Carl Joseph, 14th overall by the Raiders in 2016. There's, you know, and then you have Minka Fitzpatrick there at 2018. So out of the last like 8 first-round safeties, 2 of them were good. Are you absolutely sure Caleb Downs is an all-pro football player?
I mean, he's the best player in the draft. So,
sure, but so was Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking back then, if I would have said that he was, I wasn't speaking then. But, yeah, he was the number 1 overall pick. Downs isn't going to be number 1 overall. The point of jumping 6, like, I'd love it if I could jump up with Kansas City. The thing is, Washington was taking him at 7 in this mock draft. So Washington could take him at 7. Kansas City could take him at 9. Heck, Cincinnati could take him at 10. The whole point is, like, yeah, I'd love it to stay at 12 and see if he falls to me. The likelihood of it happening is not high. So let me get ahead of it. Let me move up and go and get the best player on the board at 6. And how much of a difference is the player I'm going to take at 20 and 39? When we did this exercise, it ended up being a lot of the same names we were discussing.
At 20 and 39, yeah.
See, Dawson, to answer your question, I can't guarantee any of these MFers are going to be any good.
Yeah, it's tough.
I really can't.
I mean, that's the
especially at Ohio State, where there's.
I think what I'm trying to do is limit maybe the player that has the fewest holes in him.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do. The questions I have maybe at 12. I mean, maybe I have some questions about. Well, is it Styles? Is it who is it going to be? Yeah, McCoy with the injury stuff. I love McCoy. I'd love to take him.
Yeah,
I'd absolutely love to take him. But
yeah,
I can't guarantee. All I know is I'm more interested in moving up with a team like Cleveland to do this, where I could pick up early draft capital in the second round. That's where I'm at with this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, getting that 39 back is huge.
It's massive.
And even when you look at the history of some of these safeties, I mean, you still have like a Derwin James was in there, and he was a baller. And when you look at like Jamal Adams and some of these other guys, Carl Joseph, you're talking about crap teams making these selections. Would anybody else have made that selection? Like the Raiders, I'm trusting that my people and my coaching staff is far and away better than any time the Raiders are drafting anyone. You know, so and I do think with him being such a clear-cut, easily top. I mean, in some cases, Walchuk the best player in the draft, guaranteed top 4 or 5 player in this draft.
Right.
I'd be down with it.
It's just we've talked, the trade back I think would be, and we did that. We did exercise on that. I encourage you to go watch the stack today. I thought it was a really fun episode. The trade back options are also a lot of fun. And there's the possibility of now, can I go from 2 top 20 picks to can I get 4 picks in the top 60? All of that. And again, like you've got to have dance partners. But to me, I'm going up and I'm getting what I think is a massive need within Christian Parker's defense, the player that I do believe is the best in the class. Maybe others differ. And to me, it's like, hey, the coverage element of it, Brock Bowers, would you say is the best tight end in football right now?
Yeah.
Alabama, freshman year, you can go back and watch Caleb Downs taking him on one-on-one.
Got the clamps out.
And carrying him up the field. I get it, the Ohio State stuff, as I've said before. I think he was kind of bored, man. He wasn't tested a lot downfield. I don't doubt that he's got the ability to do it.
Well, thank you, Brian.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
Krusty's
that.
Corner every afternoon, 3:40, brought to you by Greystone Roofing. Go to greystone-roofing.com. We're 11 days from the Combine. A couple of weeks after that, we'll have free agency for it. It's going to be an amazing offseason here for Cowboys team-building conversations, at least. We'll have to see how the Cowboys end up doing, but it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about it.